going to record on this computer. Okay, if I want to make a house, I'm going to take a piece of paper, I'm going to fold it in half. And if I do, I'm just going to make a little fold here, making sure this is aligning, a crease and a crease. This just guarantees that my roof, my walls are the same height. So now I have a crease here. So now I can just kind of draw my little triangle. Actually, you know what? Following the other video, I can do folds here. This is probably better. That's really not very good. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut on those creases. Again, my paper template is very approximate because clay is a little more malleable. I actually want my house to not be as tall, so I'm going to fold that and cut on that crease. So now I have like a shorter house. If you want it taller, you can keep that length. So now look, I have the front and the back of the house that are identical. Voila. I'm going to say this is the front. And then this is the back. And this is depending on if I want to cut little doors out, which I'll just do real quick. Cut a door. Okay, so that's my front and my back. Now I'm going to take another piece of paper and I'm going to fold it. I folded, that just guarantees that I get even. So now I want the side of my walls to be the same height. So I'm going to make one mark there for the height and then fold, making sure this side aligns with this other side. So let me just fold it this way so I can see that fold. If I make sure this is aligning, then I know that it's a 90-degree angle. So that is the height of the wall. Now, this will determine how big my house is, how long it is. So this is the height. Do I really want my house to be that long? Probably not. So I'm just going to cut it almost in half. That's a little bit better. So I could make this the side wall like that, or I could use the shorter one. I'm going to use the shorter one. No, yeah, I like little houses, less to clean, right? So what I like to do is I just kind of stack them and then wrap half the tape over the edge and then fold that around and open that up. And then that way that kind of stands up. So there's the front of the house and there's the side. And then obviously I could do the same thing. Remember I did my back here? So I'll do the same thing here. I'm going to stack those, add a little bit of tape. I don't even need a lot of tape. And then that stands up. So now I have the front, the side, the back. And then I could do the same thing here. And then the last thing is the roof. So let me get my wall. And I already have most of this super simple house created. Voila. Now, if this were out of clay, I'd have a lot of room to play. Now, maybe my roof is not totally flat. Maybe I want it to be super fun and wavy. So first, for the roof, I'm just going to fold it because that's going to be the point of the roof. Is going to be where the point of the house goes, right? So here's my house. That's going to go in there. And then I can decide, and I'm just kind of playing. Like I'm not using rulers. I'm not concerned with exact measurements, which I probably should be. But if I just kind of make marks, and I'm going to go in here so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit. If I make a mark in there, so I know that's the edge of the roof. So if I wanted a flat roof, I'd want to cut this here, but I don't want it flat. I'm going to give it some flare, right? So that's half of it. Let me just hold this. And this time I'm going to cut on my flare line. I'm going to give this a little bit of flare. I don't know. Give it something creative, original. I don't know. Play around. So now when I fold this, this can fit on the roof. There's my roof, right? You can tape it together, but that's the front of the house, the back of the house, my roof. That's a simple, paneled house. And I'm gonna keep that because I'll use that for my clay example later.